Today, we're talking about starting a portfolio with only $5. What's up and welcome to Money Mondays. I'm Dwayne. Today we're talking about one of the best things that's happened to investing since sliced bread companies. And that's Charles Schwab Slices. Now, investment companies have made huge strides in recent years in making their products available to everyday people like you and me. Unfortunately, many of these products still came with very large deposits required to start the account or big transaction fees that kind of reduces your overall principal. Alright, first things first, you got to get yourself $5. Now, maybe your budget isn't really set up right now where you have a whole lot of extra cash, and that's okay. Let's talk about a couple ways that you can probably find $5 right now. First, how about cutting out one grande macchiato this week? Or pick up a side hustle. Right now is a good time to be mowing lawns, or we're starting to transition, so maybe start raking leaves. Or you could skip eating out one meal this week and make it at the house, and probably save half of what you would normally pay out in town.
You have a very nice flint-tampon grande Provence from the Goutson-Mousson Valley in Vézentin. It is served with the side of Colombon Fontaine de la Matin du Garde.
Alright, now that you found a little bit of disposable income, let's see what you can get for $5.
$15 too beaucoup.
I didn't say $15, I said $5.
What do we get for $10?
Look, man, what part are you not getting? $5.
$5 is all my mom allows me to spend.
Okay, well, it sounds like you've got an extra $5 then. Let's head over to Charles Schwab and see what we can get for $5. Now, I'm not sponsored by Charles Schwab or reimbursed in any way. I just really like this product and I wanted to share it with you. Okay, we're going to go to Google. We're going to enter Charles Schwab Slices. I've already done this before, so it's pulling it up as a recommended choice. Now, I put the link to the website in the description below. You can click that. It'll save you a little bit of time. You don't have to type it in. I would appreciate in return for that time that you give me a like so this video will get shared and the YouTube algorithm really likes it when you do that. Alright, so now we're on the website. We're going to go through and open an account. I actually already have a Charles Schwab account, but I'm going to open one so you can kind of see what it looks like. So you get the option of individual or joint. Today I'm going to choose individual account. Some information you're going to make sure you need to have handy: your social security number, your employer address, and phone number. I will say I recently switched to a new office building and I actually didn't know my address off memory, so it's good to go get that information ahead of time. Otherwise you're just kind of sitting there waiting. So enter your personal information, your name, of course, last name. Verify that you have a home address in the United States, Puerto Rico, or the U.S. Virgin Islands. Enter your birthday, your social security number, your email address, and your telephone number. Okay, next. Okay, again, Charles Schwab knows I already have an account with them, so it's not going to let me open a new account. So I need to log into my original account. Of course, if you didn't have an account, you would keep on going. Now, I actually haven't set up my account online, so we're going to still get to kind of walk through the entire process. This account was actually transferred from another investment company that transferred all their investments to Charles Schwab, which is why they have part of my information, but not quite all of it. Might just skip this whole thing. Okay, so your personal information is up there. Email, social, mother's maiden name. Next. Alright, of course now you gotta enter your actual address. My address was already in here because they had part of my information. I was receiving my mail at a P.O. box. I no longer want to do that, so I'm going to change that to my mailing address. Okay, you need to enter your employment information. So enter your employer address. The city, the state, the zip code, enter your annual income in the nearest thousands. And then your liquid or net worth. Now this is just the cash that you can get a hold of readily, so savings accounts, checking accounts. You wouldn't necessarily want to count into this. Other types of investment accounts you have, equity that you have in a home, those are not easily liquidable, so you would not want to count those. It doesn't really matter though, just pick a number. They're going to probably use this to go in and recommend certain things for you. Okay, next. So information you're going to always have to answer when you're setting up an investment account, whether or not you're a member of a board of directors, shareholder, policymaker, etc., that might give you undue advantage. No, I am not. I'm not associated with any of those entities, so I will choose that no again. And would I like to add a trusted contact person? I'm going to choose yes. I always recommend you add somebody as a trusted contact when you're opening up a financial account, whether it's a parent or a spouse or somebody that you trust, because it is money, and if there's some type of incident where you're not able to get to the funds, whether it's because you're not with us anymore or because you're in an accident or whatever, you probably want somebody to be able to get a hold of those funds for you. So I'm going to enter my wife. Next. Okay, so some more details about the account. So sources of funds that are available to you. I'm going to just choose salary. I'm not worried about depositing it from anywhere else. And then the overall purpose of the account, whether it's for general investing, investing for retirement, estate planning, pooled assets, tax planning, college, other. Again, this right now is just general investing. Again, you can pick whatever you want for your individual purposes. So some more features you can add to the account. I'm not necessarily interested in any of these right now, so I will uncheck that margin trading. It's interesting they had that as a listed option. Paperless features. I always like to go paperless if I can. I don't like my personal information being delivered in mail where other people can have access to it, so I will absolutely choose electronic delivery of my forms anytime I can. So I will leave all of those checked. And next. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of agreements that you have to go through. I'm going to skip past all these things. Make sure you're going through and reading each one of the individual things before you check the box, because you are bound to these agreements. But for the interest of time, I'm going to skip past them. Okay, so once you get through them all, we'll submit. The account is being opened. Okay, now your account is open. I highly recommend that you write this number down or take a screen cap so you have that information somewhere outside of just on your computer, lest your computer fail and then you have to jump through hoops trying to find your information. It's just easier to have the number handy. Of course, they can look you up by your social security number or other personally identifiable information, but just write the number down. Okay, so now you get to choose how you want to transfer your funds. Whether you want to transfer money online or if you have a transfer account online. So if you have an entire investment account that you wanted to transfer in, we're going to choose transfer money. You're now in the regular Charles Schwab section. You're outside of all the setup process. What do I want to transfer, whether it's cash, positions, or positions and cash? I will only be transferring cash into this account for right now. So you need to choose an account. Now, I don't have an external account set up just yet, so I need to add an external account. It's telling you you're leaving the Charles Schwab section that you're currently in. Yes, go ahead and continue. Alright, I'm giving again some options, and I want to link an external account so that I can actually start entering funds. Alright, so let's go link an external account. Okay, so there's some discussion about how they transfer their funds. Again, make sure you're reading over all this information. You are consenting to them using your information that you log into your bank account, by the way, if you didn't choose to read it. So find your bank. My bank is listed. If it's not, go ahead and enter it. You get to enter your login information, process it. My bank has a one-time code that's sent every time you log in, so I have to choose how I want to receive that one-time code. Again, your bank may be different. So I get a text message. I enter my code. So I enter my 6-digit PIN. And now we start the process of retrieving our security information. Alright, so 2 minutes and 8 seconds is what it actually took. Okay, so now once your bank accounts are linked, it gives you the option of choosing amongst your various accounts. So scroll down. If you have more than one account, I have several accounts at my particular bank. So choose the account you want by clicking the link account box. Okay, now for whatever reason this page loaded, scroll down, but now I get to confirm my selection. This is my bank. This is my checking account. Continue. Okay, some more things that you need to agree to as far as the rules and things that they have for transferring money. Again, make sure you're reading over all of them and then agree. Submit. Alright, you're given the option if you wanted to set up another external account. I do not, so I will choose to transfer my money. It takes me back to the page I originally started on, which is actually kind of nice. I didn't have to re-navigate through. Now I get to go through. Now my external account is listed. I will choose my external account. I will choose the account that I set up for my slices. And then I will transfer. Today, I'm only going to transfer $5. You obviously could transfer any amount that you feel comfortable with. Now the frequency menu is not dropping down because of the way the screen capture software works, but you're given several options in here for frequency. And this honestly is the best thing to do if you're trying to start building up your investment portfolio, is to start depositing regularly. And the more you deposit, obviously the larger your account will get, but the goal is to get where you're consistently depositing money. I highly recommend you set up as part of your weekly expenses. Okay, so we submitted it. We get to verify our information. Submit it again. So we have a little warning come up that you can trade most stocks and mutual funds and start earning interest on the same day the cash is received. But it can take up to 3 business days after it's received from a non-Schwab account. So we're probably going to not be able to actually purchase the stock today, but I will continue to go through the process. Worst case scenario is I'll come back in after 3 days and make the purchase so you can see it done, or we'll see how far it lets us actually get in the process. Okay, so let's go back up to the top. Now we want to actually place a trade. So under trade, you can see we have Schwab stock slices as one of the first options. So let's go ahead and click that. Okay, so you're given the option of taking this Schwab stock slice tour. Normally I wouldn't obviously do this, but since it's the first time through, we'll go through. So an easy way to invest with Schwab stock slices. All right, you get to select between 1 and 10 stocks, which is kind of nice. So you could deposit more than $5 in here and buy several slices at once if you wanted to just come in here and buy a bunch of different stocks. You will only be purchasing a slice or fractional share, as they're calling it, of a stock, and it gives you an example. And this is very important, obviously, to recognize that you're investing $5. If you're buying a $1,000 stock with $5, obviously you're going to own a very small percentage of it. But the key word is you own. You now own a piece of that company. And it may only be $5 today, but if, like we discussed earlier, you invest regularly, that $5 will start adding up very, very quickly. Okay, you're given the options, of course, with most investment accounts, that you can gift it to other people. This is a good option for nieces and nephews and younger brothers and sisters, or just, godchildren, whatever it is that you happen to have that you want to get started on their investment journey. They discuss the fact that it can be one of your several building blocks, and in fact I recommend it as only one of the several ways that you invest. You can of course go watch my 7 streams of revenue. I definitely recommend you diversify how you make and save your money. Okay, I don't want to see this every time I log in, so I will click the Don't Show Me the Tour Again box and we'll close it. You can see that there are 503 stocks available. They're listed all out for you. You have multiple pages that you can go through. You can also view this as a grid. And of course you can also search for a stock as well. So we'll do real quick for Google, choosing the first one. You can see it found that Google. Tells you still what it's trading for. It's exactly the same as it was before. And now I was in the grid format when I started my search, so it kept it in that format when it showed me my search result. If I switch to list, again, the only thing that's going to be available is the stock that resulted from my search. In order to get back to the full list, you'll need to go to clear search, which gets rid of your original search option in the search bar, and then now all the stocks are available again. Okay, so today I've decided to not purchase Google, and instead I'm going to purchase Apple Incorporated. So I'll select it, scroll down and hit continue. Now, because the funds that I set up in the account were just deposited today, they're not going to be available for another 3 days. So I'm going to have to choose another one of my Schwab accounts instead. So in my normal account, I do have some cash that's available to trade. We'll still do the $5 for a single slice. So I'm going to be purchasing Apple. Normal stock price is $116.97. Today I'm going to purchase a small portion of that for $5. I have the option of reinvesting dividends. I definitely always recommend reinvesting dividends. It just lets your money grow even more. Now, if you're in the point in your life that you're trying to start withdrawing some of your money, you may want to set it up so that your dividends are going to a separate account. Now we'll review our selection. So we get a summary of our order. You can see the account number, the amount, the total number of orders. We have messages that we have to acknowledge. By selecting this, I agree that they're going to place the order for me, and that it will be executed on the next trading day if we're outside of the normal trading, which we are, because in order to have this up by Monday, I have to shoot it before Monday. So we can see we are purchasing Apple $5 at the market price. I have the option here to do not place, which will completely cancel my order. I can go to change. So if I wanted to increase the amount of stock that I was purchasing, increase the total dollar amount that I'm trying to purchase in what in time, or if I just wanted to add more stocks, I could go to change and change various things about the order. And then finally I can place the order, which we will do now. Okay, so we have purchased 1 slice of Apple. I can now go check on the status to see where we're at. Of course, it is Sunday, so they're not going to be placing this until tomorrow after the market opens. So that the order status would be kind of worthless to go to right now. And I could also place another order if for some reason I wanted to do several individual purchases. And that's how you purchase a slice of a stock using Charles Schwab Slices. Now, you're obviously not going to get rich off of a $5 investment, but I would offer that if every week you cut out 1 coffee, make 1 meal at home, or get some extra cash from one of your side hustles, over time, your account will grow. If you liked today's video, please hit the like button. It lets me and the YouTube algorithm know that you're enjoying the content. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Let me know in the comments below if you bought a stock today using Charles Schwab Slices. And also, join me every Monday as we talk about money topics.